This video is going to finish up the notes from the fundamental theorem. So we're going to do these last three examples. So picture below is a table of values that shows the values of a function f and its first and second derivative for selected values. Use the information in the table to answer the questions that follow. So first of all, when we integrate something that is in the derivative, remember it's like how we just add one, we go up a level. So when we integrate f prime, we get back to f of x. And we're going to go from -3 to 1. So I'm going to plug those in. I'm following the rules for fundamental theorem. So fundamental theorem says I would plug in f of 1 minus f of -3. And so I'm just going to find those numbers in the table. So f of 1 is -2. And then f of -3 is 4. So my answer would be -6. This time, so again, we got to go up a level. So when I integrate f prime, I get back to f of x. When I integrate f double prime, I would only get back to f prime of x. And we're going from -1 to 3. So I'm going to do what the fundamental theorem says, plug in the bigger one, then plug in the smaller one. So f of 3 plus f prime of 3. And then I'm going to subtract f of -1 plus f prime of -1. So I'm going to find those values in the table. So f of 3 is 1, and f prime of 3 is 3. F of -1 is 0, and f prime of 1 is, or of -1 is 1. So we've got 1 plus 3 is 4, minus 1, which is 3. All right, we're going to integrate this one. The 3 just hangs out. It's a coefficient, so I get to keep it. So 3, when I integrate f double prime, I get back to f prime. And I'm going to go from 1 to 5. That's a prime symbol. So I'm going to plug in the fundamental theorem says I'm going to plug in the 5 first and then the 1. So 3 times f prime of 5 minus 3 times f prime of 1. So if I look in my chart, f prime of 5 is 2. So 3 times 2 minus 3 f prime of 1 is 0. So I am going to go 3 times 2 is 6 minus 0, which is 6.